Hello crafters, I'm JanB and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I'd like to show you how to make this calendar. It's been inspired by these two. This one, which I received as a swap when I was at a convention last weekend, and this has been made by Barbara A. Beck. Thank you for that, Barbara. And this one I received when I went to the training at, where did we go, Telford back in May, and this was made by Julie Smith. So thank you, Julie. And the reason I decided to do this, apart from I thought that they're both very nice ideas, when I was at convention I was given this stamp set, and I thought that there, where it says make today ridiculously amazing, an absolutely brilliant sentiment to go onto a calendar like that. So I'm going to change the colour scheme, but otherwise it will be more or less the same. I'm also not going to put the stars on because I want this one to be a bit more masculine. So the cardstock that you will need, I've done this one in cherry cobbler. So you need a piece of cherry cobbler that measures 6 inches by 9 1/4. You need a piece of whisper white that measures 5 7/8 by 3 1/4 inches. You need a patterned piece of paper. This is from the Trim the Tree paper stack, and this measures 5 3/4 inches by 3 1/8 inches. Then you need, let me make sure I get this round the right way. This piece of whisper white measures 2 inches by 2 3/4 inches, and the cherry cobbler is 1 7/8 by 2 5/8. And you need a piece of whisper white for the stamping, and that should measure approximately 2 1/4 by 4 1/2 inches. And you need a little calendar, and you need to, I'm not giving sizes for this because it obviously depends on the size of your calendar, but you need to have a piece of cherry cobbler that layers, and then underneath that a layer of whisper white. I would say when you're looking out for these calendars, it is a good idea to go for the ones that are stitched across the top here. If they're just glued here, I don't think it'll take long for them to, for the pages just to fall off. And what you need to do before, to adhere this to the red, is to put 2 strips of the red sticky paper at the back. Now if you put that one over the stitches, if it starts coming undone at either end, that will stop it coming undone any further. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is, with our large piece of cherry cobbler, is to score it. So I have my scoreboard here. Just make sure that I get right in the picture. And we are going to score this at 3 3/8, 6 3/4, 7 3/4, and 8 3/4. The Stampin' Up scoreboard is really absolutely brilliant. I love it. Measurements go every 1/8 of an inch. Now to fold this, you need to fold all of them as mountain folds, except the 7 3/4. Yes, except the 7 3/4 one, which needs to be a valley fold like that, because that's what's going to make this stand up. To save time, I've already done a lot of preparation work. The first bit is the top layer here. I've layered my DSP onto my white piece, so I need to adhere that onto there. So I will use Snail. Then need to do a bit of stamping, and I've already done mine. The stamp actually, once you've done it, it comes like this, but I've trimmed this piece off, otherwise it would have made this far too tall. But save that, you know me, that'll come in useful for something. And then this needs to be layered. I've trimmed it as close to the edge as I can. I've layered it on the cherry cobbler and then onto the Whisper White. And with my calendar, I've also layered that onto the cherry cobbler and then the Whisper White. Now, as you saw with this one, what I did was I put this towards the bottom and then I put the stars at the top. But I thought this makes an absolutely ideal gift at Christmas for the teachers, or if you want to give something to a colleague or something. Your colleague may well be a man, and I'm not sure he would so much appreciate the stars. So I thought the red colour is a very authoritative colour, which men would appreciate. But I'm just going to leave the stars off, put this in the centre. To adhere these onto here, I'm going to use dimensionals, and I will put one into each corner and then one into the centre. I'm not sure that it actually needs one in the centre, because with 3 layers on it, it's not going to go saggy in the middle very easily, but prevention is better than cure. It's got to last 12 months looking good, so I'm not going to take any chances with it. Right, okay, my sentiment first. Just take the backings off. Okay, so I'm going to do this so that I have the same amount of border around the top, the bottom and the left hand side. Nice having the straight lines on the DSP to help make sure that I stay straight. And then the calendar. And then to place that in the centre. Gaps obviously aren't going to be the same on all 4 sides. And there we go. But I think the pattern on the DSP at the back there, that's quite a masculine design. I think a man would be quite happy with that. And then to close up, we need to use some red sticky strip along here. And I place that close to the fold as possible. Gone over the edge a little bit there, but never mind. I will just make sure I tuck that in. Just use my fingernail to make sure it sticks all the way down. Put that in the my little rubbish bin, and then we close it up, making sure we get the sides nice and straight. It's a bit of a fight. Folded that bit back in again. There we go. Super. I think that I think a man would be quite happy with that, don't you? I prefer it without the stars. I don't know. Anyway, it's a very, very easy project to do. I hope you give it a try. If you have any questions, please get in touch. I'll be happy to help. Many thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions, as I say, please get in touch with me. I will be happy to answer anything for you. If you've enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button at the top right hand side. And if you'd like to buy any of the products that you've seen me use here today, if you visit my website, which is www.janbcards.com, and click on the link for my 24/7 online Stampin' Up shop. Many thanks for joining me today. Until next time, happy crafting. Cheerio.